Well, as long as one of the question isn't who's taking the Alpine seat, because I have absolutely no idea. I have my theories,
Shannon.
but I do not know. The last communication we had.
Serena Williams is retiring from tennis.
Very true.
She's only specified retiring from tennis.
At this rate,
Also,
the IT department was
year.
like, well, that's what the IT department. The IT department were all like, yeah, no, one of like this. We have 2 racing drivers in the IT department. One of them can have it. I was like, yay, never gonna happen. I don't know.
Like, open it up.
I don't like quizzes.
Hello and welcome to the Undercut podcast, where for the first time and maybe the only time, the boys have decided that not only am I introducing this week's podcast, but I'm hosting the entire episode as we're going to put their knowledge to the test with an F1 related quiz. So without further ado, Jesse, Thiemo, how are you?
Not too bad, a bit toasty, but I've spent the day enjoying an Escort Cosworth, a Sierra Cosworth and an Austin Healey 3000 in the British sunshine. So not too shabby by all accounts.
I thought you were about to say you were joined by an Escort, and I was like, that's...
I am glad I'm not the one who got thought and said that he said Cosworth after that, so that nearly made my day there, Jesse. So.
And we're also joined by a bumper crop of guests this week in the form of Shannon Tobin, Magdalena King and Amy Riley, who make up the all-female and possibly the coolest racing team name ever, Team Valkyrie. How are you all?
Hello. Yeah, we're really good, thank you.
Hi, very good, thanks.
Yeah, all good, thank you.
Similarly toasty, but getting by.
So, the quiz is made up of 3 rounds. First is general trivia. Second one, F1 relatives. Third one, what driver am I? Which I'll explain the other 2 when we get nearer to the time. So, round 1, general trivia, kind of does what it says on the tin. So, 5 questions. First one, at which circuit did Lewis Hamilton win his first F1 race? Magdalena?
Australian Grand Prix.
No.
Oh.
Jesse?
Canada.
Yeah.
Am I out now?
No, it was just for that question.
Okay.
You're still in, don't worry. Worry. You haven't crashed out in the first lap, it's okay.
She's got to watch for the rest of this now. She can't answer anything.
What year did Daniel Ricciardo join F1 as a permanent F1 driver? And by permanent, I mean full season, not like half. Thiemo?
2013?
No. Jesse?
2011.
No. Shannon?
I was going to say 2012, smack bang in the middle.
That's what I was going to do. Go for the middle.
Well, it was around there somewhere, so, knock one each out on either side and I'm sorted.
He was in F1, but he joined, I think, like halfway through 2011. So 2012 was his full season.
Was it HRT or Marussia?
Yeah, at HRT.
HRT, yeah.
Question 3. Which team did Nico Hülkenberg first race for?
Was it Williams?
Yes.
Thought it'd be too obvious to say Williams.
Yeah.
Question 4. Which current F1 driver scored their first ever podium at the 2014 Austrian Grand Prix? Thiemo?
Bottas?
Yes.
God,
Wow.
that is some serious knowledge.
I need to brush up on
Williams
knowledge.
qualified front row that day, and I remember because it hasn't happened ever since, so I don't think I was like, Felipe Massa, probably not, so Bottas.
This is like the time period that I stopped watching F1. This is like, I went to uni and I just stopped watching for a while, and now I wish I hadn't.
I
for this
watched
quiz.
every race of every season since 2005 or even before that. But it's all like one
Merged.
big season now. I can't remember what happened. Yeah.
This one is a real throwback question. So F1 started an official Constructors' Championship in 1958. Who was the constructor that won this? Jesse?
ERM.
Nope. Amy?
I'm just going to go Ferrari.
We came second.
Oh,
Thiemo?
Alfa Romeo?
No. If they'd had a Constructors' Championship when it in like the 1950, I think they would have won it. But it wasn't official.
You're already out, Thiemo.
you're already out. You're done.
Oh,
Wait for everyone else to at least give a wrong answer.
I'm not even sure how I can give a.
It would be like an old team, I think, like a team that doesn't exist now. Is that correct?
Yeah. The only kind of clue.
Force India.
Oh, what's his name? Jordan.
No.
Now I feel the pressure.
Would it be something like Lotus? Were they around then? Is that too early for Lotus?
Maybe.
Lotus.
I'm trying to think, like, I know teams in the 60s, but it's like, I don't know if they were there yet.
Was Brabham around then?
Is that your guess?
It might as well be.
That means we come full circle. Oh, I got it.
Jesse?
Is it Cooper?
No.
No. Ooh.
The best way I can give a clue is there's a famous shoe company with a logo that if you kind of put their logo together, like if you merge their logo, it kind of makes the name.
This is not as much of a clue as you want it to be.
I feel like this will make sense as soon as we know who it
Yeah,
is.
as soon as you know, as soon as you tell
Collective
us, you're like,
groan.
oh,
Should I say the logo? And then
Let me,
see?
one more guess.
Go on.
Maserati.
No.
Might as well. It's the only other.
Wasn't like Tyrrell or someone, was it?
No.
No. I think this is their logo. It's Vans off the wall.
Oh, Van Wall.
Yeah.
It does
That
make
is
sense.
a very
but
obvious
yeah.
one, actually, now that it's, I was thinking like Nike and Puma. What the hell?
yeah, that's what I was
I think
thinking.
you
Yeah,
did.
that's what I was thinking.
I was just trying to run through every constructor that used the Coventry Climax engine because I was like, it's going to be one of them that went through the late
I've
50s.
got stuck in the 60s. I'm just like, I can't.
Jesse, do you want a point for that?
Yeah, go on.
Hang on, that's up to you.
No,
surely.
no.
You
can
want a
tell which
point
of
for
those
that.
he prefers
Maybe
on
half a
this.
point for that. Half a point.
I'll take a half because there was a clue given.
Okay. I've already gone wrong somewhere because no, I haven't gone wrong.
There you go. If you don't tell us, we'll never know.
No, well,
How will we know?
That's why Jesse edits it.
That's why Team and I always sound like professionals, is the fact that we just edit out the bits that go really badly wrong.
And then no
You're
one
lucky
ever
they're only an hour long episodes. We're there for God knows how long.
That concludes round one. Quite
That's a
quick,
great
actually.
question to finish on. That was a tough one.
General knowledge.
Yeah. Round two is F1 relatives. So the first person to answer a question on an F1 driver correctly gets the bonus question on a relative of theirs that also drove an F1.
Okay.
At least they also drove an F1, because if it's outside of that, God help me if it's fashion or something.
So, question one. Which driver started their career at HRT in 2010? Magdalena?
Buemi?
No.
No, that was too. Yeah.
The speed at which you were there, I was like, she knows.
It was very aggressive. The whole screen like moved.
I'm trying to think who would be Buemi's relative.
No.
In 2010,
trapped.
you say?
Yeah.
2010.
Mhm.
That has a relative.
Oh yeah, go
Jesse?
K-Mag.
No.
No.
He's not been around that long. 2014, Jesse. Come on.
Trying to think of people who have relatives that have
That's-
also driven an F1.
That's what I was using as my sort of immediate whittle down.
Oh,
Thiemo?
Bruno Senna.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
So
K-Mag, Jesse. K-Mag.
he's got a cousin that races, not F1 though, but
You tried helping him out there, Magdalena. I appreciate that.
yeah.
I thought Kevin Magnussen's dad raced.
his dad does
Yeah, but
race.
not in
Rosberg.
2010.
So the question for you, Thiemo, is obviously on Ayrton Senna.
Yeah.
So
But well,
Ayrton Senna is a 3-time world champion. Can you name 2 of the 3 years that he won those championships?
77 and 79. No, bollocks. I did it the wrong decade. I know what I meant.
I was gonna say,
Oh, he did it very
he didn't
very
race
young
that
age.
long.
I was very impressed by him. No, I meant 87 and 89, but you probably won't help me for that, even if it's correct now.
It's wrong anyway. So
I might be thinking of Prost.
it was 1988, 1990, and 1991.
I was thinking of Prost. Oh, get me Coke.
Which driver started their F1 career in 1993 at 33 years of age?
Damon Hill. Oh. Yeah, that's my name. Yeah, Damon Hill.
Yes.
He's not a massive fan.
How awkward if that would have been wrong.
We can edit that though, right? It's fine.
We can cut out all the bits. We'll just cut the gap so she finishes the question and immediately Damon Hill.
Yeah, cool. Good to know.
So this question's on his dad, Graham Hill. Which decade did Graham Hill win his 2 drivers' championships?
The 60s.
Yes.
I actually saw a post about that today. That is really weird. Saw a post specifically about Graham Hill and his championship and race wins.
It's meant to be.
Spooky.
You did revise after all.
And question 3, which is also the last round of this question, because I thought of this round. Question of this, whatever. You know what I mean?
We know what you mean.
We know what you mean. Yeah, it was fine.
I feel like I should have done more for this round. It's gone quicker than I thought. But never mind.
We're on it.
Question.
I mean,
Because
I
Amy
made
didn't put
that,
her hand
yeah.
up.
I made that go quickly all by myself. I just be like,
That
damn
took at least 30 seconds out of
it.
Which driver scored their first ever F1 points at this year's British Grand Prix? Magdalena?
I don't know why I raised my hand. I have to think about it. Oh, no, I don't know.
Shannon?
I don't know if you were first or if I was first.
Oh,
Ladies first. I'll be gentle.
Mick?
yes.
Yeah. I
I was only
panicked.
moderately excited about that.
I panicked.
I saw Magdalena's hand go up and I was like, well, like
At least her natural panic is to just like,
How bad is that? Oh, God. I was there as well. Oh God.
I was tempted to be like, actually, this is going to be on Ralph Schumacher. But no, I went with Michael Schumacher.
Can we go with
They're
Ralph?
still related.
They are
Yeah.
still related.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd go for father and son. So, what race did Michael Schumacher famously go storming up to the McLaren garage to have it out with David Coulthard after the 2 crashed?
my mind's gone blank now. And I can picture the crash in my head.
I can see the video of him storming.
Yeah, me too. Me
Yeah,
I
too.
I've
can
seen
see
it.
the crash and the video.
Shannon, we're going to have to piss you for an answer. I'm sorry.
I've got the countdown clock sound somewhere on my computer.
What
Oh, I don't know.
year
Pick
was
someone else.
Shannon, just have a guess. Have a wild guess.
Yeah,
Imagine the pit stop. Imagine the garages. Maybe they use the same garages.
Just say a track. Just say one.
one that's famous for rain.
She doesn't trust it now.
Say it.
She'd say Ireland.
Yeah, go away somewhere. I'm gonna overthink everything now.
A rainy one. Just go with it.
A rain one. Oh, rain. It's
Every
got rain
time.
in the name.
Every time.
I don't know.
Will I open it
I
up?
don't like quizzes. Yeah, open it up. Go for it.
Jeffrey?
Spa 2001.
No. Thiemo?
Spa 1998.
Yeah.
I would have got the
Jesse
track and not
Bubble.
the year anyway. So
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
know
but
the
you
year.
could have got half a point. I was almost going to be like,
yeah, well, I then went rain, bar, overthought everything, thought I was wrong, and just was like, no. I hate quizzes.
That could be the stinger for the episode.
I like that.
Round 3 and our final round is What Driver Am I? This, I guess, could potentially be the most important round as you can earn up to 3 points.
Like
So
Now she says it.
I will say up to 3 statements on an F1 driver and you have to guess which driver I am. If you get the driver on the first statement, 3 points. If I have to say 2 statements, 2 points. If I have to say all 3 statements, then you just get a point.
Before you start, can we just appreciate the concentration level on Jesse's face?
I'm competitive. Like, lucky that I hosted the pointless F1 quiz because otherwise I would have been like jigging all over the place at that one.
That's true.
For the future, one thing I'll definitely be good at is team radios. If you would read out team radio, I'll tell you the driver race and what happened.
That'd be a good quiz.
That would be a really good round.
I'll write that down for the big end of year quiz.
Yeah.
That would be good.
One of the questions just bleep, 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 bleep. Kimmy.
It's just a
Kimi,
long string of sneezing and like, oh, Perez, Hungary, 2022.
yeah.
or if it's actually bleep, 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 then it's Mick Schumacher. Bless him.
or,
Bless his little heart.
or it could be Ferrari at any point this season.
Yeah.
Very true.
The funniest one, it would just be like a big long no. It's just Charles
Oh.
Leclerc from
Yeah.
this year. Gutted.
Sad.
Leclerc, pick a race.
Yeah. Anyways.
Right. Statement number 1. I've raced in Formula E. I'm an Indy 500 winner and I've come second in Le Mans. I'll also remind you that once you put your hand up, that's it.
That's why I'm not raising my hand.
I go for statement number 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
My last F1 season was in 2006.
Oh,
Oh, what's his name?
Shannon?
Is it Van Dorn?
No.
Cool. Now the pressure's
ooh.
I forgot his name.
No, it's not him. It's not him. Not him. 2006.
Long ago enough.
It's gonna be
Oh, you know what? Sod it. I'll shoot my shot.
Thiemo?
Mick Heidfeld?
No.
No, he's in 2009 anyway. Never mind.
gonna be like season 1 of Formula
That's what I'm trying to think back to that. And,
Yeah, so when I did the 3 drivers that we've got, I literally picked the first 3 drivers that came into my head. So when I actually looked up statements for these, I actually had no idea he had even raced in Formula E. So it could be a bit too niche.
leaving a
Magdalena?
lot of promise for the
I'll go
rest
for the
of
same
them.
driver I said earlier, Buemi.
No. Having great
Uh,
Statement
If
when
number
did he
anything, that's
race
what-
in? What What year did he race in?
He was there until 2009 and 10, I think, at least.
Was
because I remember him being on the F1 game.
Okay.
For Toro Rosso. Which may be a hint, actually, and I regret to. I'm not going to say anymore. I don't know if she did the IndyCar. I say no.
Like over statement number 3.
Is it
Amy
also...
versus Jesse.
Yeah, go.
I won the 1997 Drivers' Championship.
Oh,
Jesse.
Son of a...
Jacques Villeneuve.
Yeah.
He was in.
When was he in Formula E?
He's been in Formula E.
He raced in 2 races for Venturi.
Little
What?
Ah, sneaky.
Did not know that.
No, I had no idea he'd been in Formula E.
That was me thinking Sebastian Bourdais was niche.
I was like, Jev, but obviously he finished F1 a lot later than 06.
I was thinking, what was
06
the...
ruined that for me on a lot of people. Like, that just takes everyone out of the equation. There's no one left.
What was that? I think he was Australian driver that he came in from India, I think. What was his name? I think Daniel Ricciardo replaced him sort of halfway through the season. Was that? So it wouldn't be 2006. Do you remember the? I think his surname
started, wasn't it?
Sorry?
Was it Jean-Eric Vergne that Danny Rick replaced at the end, I think? Or was he... No,
There was another driver. I think he was Australian, I think. His surname, I think, starts with H. But he wasn't there long, just half a season or something. I can't remember who he was. But I had him on my mind.
That's going to bug me more than Villeneuve now. Thanks for that.
I'll Google it later, so I'll let you know.
Right.
If I answer that as the question, I get a bonus point for that. I figured out from Magdalena's clues.
Just started our own quiz now. A quiz
Before
within a
Ellie-May
quiz.
starts, I'll just Google that Danny Rick one because it's going to bug me as well. Let's see. When he
Quizception
joined
has just happened.
HRT 2011, teams and drivers.
Can we just establish how subtle the Googling is? Just saying.
You can't tell me.
He also got Spa 1998 wrong, and for Jesse, that's just like what colour is throwing him saying blue. So,
hey, I'm colourblind, so.
Well,
Almost as bad as the strategy.
Bless your heart.
Any old excuse, Jesse.
So Danny Rick joined HRT, Narayan Karthikeyan or Vit Antonio Liuzzi were the only other drivers at that time at HRT when he joined.
Google Australian F1 drivers. There's less of them.
You know what's going to happen? It will be like German driver and driving
Yeah,
for
his
a
name will
Ferrari.
begin with L or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's completely
Completely
nothing to do.
unrelated.
Yeah.
It's Jack Brabham.
Alan Jones? I don't know.
Wait for it, wait,
Brendon
no.
Hartley.
Hartley, yes.
Oh.
Was he Australian?
He's
New
Australian.
Zealand or Australia.
Alright.
One of the two.
He might be under the current list as he's probably still racing. Let's see.
What
I'm
year
just going
was
to
he?
interrupt with Damon Hill.
No, Brendan Hartley's not by my count Australian, or not by Wikipedia's count at least.
New Zealand, then. I'd say.
Possibly.
Oh, yeah.
But Hartley was in Toro Rosso till Pierre Gasly arrived in, again,
Was
the
he?
late 10s.
2016-ish.
There you go. You can tell. Yeah, all those years seem to be. Yeah,
You know, you weren't lying about them all being sandwiched into one big block there.
yeah, I know.
Well, Hartley as well. Wasn't he best friends with Ricardo? Because wasn't Ricardo best man at his wedding? So maybe that's why you linked the two together.
I still
Maybe.
think we should
F1
include
knowledge I
things
don't
like
have.
that in the quiz.
Yeah.
I know
What's-
useless information like that.
Hello Magazine.
I can tell you Kimi Raikkonen's kids' names. I don't know the other stuff.
Next time I'll do a round just like on that.
Yeah.
Just random F1 related but completely unrelated
Yeah.
questions.
What than Robin?
Robin and Rihanna.
That's it.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Good
still
to know.
naming F1 drivers.
You'd be like, how many shirtless photos has George Russell posted? And
Oh, another
then
thing.
Million.
Today.
unlimited. Limit does not exist.
I feel like you'd be there and you'd be like 6, 7, 8.
Just keep going.
At the time
Yeah.
of recording, if this one was in Alex's album, called him out for taking a shirtless pic while somehow still wearing said shirt as well.
Yeah.
Peak George Russell
He's
about
done it twice now.
I think Pierre Gasly is sort of catching up now with his shirtless photos, which I appreciate.
You're not the only one. That's
Yeah.
not me. That's Ellie-May, by the way. Just so we're clear on that one.
You on Ellie-May's behalf, were you there, Thiemo?
I hide behind her.
Yeah, Pierre Gasly really too, Thiemo.
Not as much as you do.
You can be a Pierre Gasly fangirl, Thiemo. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm all right. I'm all right with Lewis.
We
One
can understand.
One hunk is enough for me.
Anyway, should I go on with the second?
Yeah, sorry, we went off on a bit of a tangent. there,
We
didn't
are just hijacking this.
Yeah, we are. We're doing our own thing, you know.
That's what the warning was for.
Identify the F1 driver by the abs.
I'll
Yes.
be on it.
We can do that one.
As well.
Or by the arms.
Yeah.
Jesse just like, this is going to be
Yeah, Gasly
University
has
Challenge
gone.
like they've never seen it before.
Love it.
We have to go in the middle and buy like loads of those like countertop bells to put around the room above a pub that we use to do this, just so everyone gets like a fair chance to ding in for some of the rounds.
You mean before we get a Damon Hill moment?
Yeah.
There's going to be a bell that just sounds that, and we're
Yeah,
like, well, that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
definitely Amy.
Record my voice saying Damon
Yeah,
Hill,
we'll get you a
and
little
someone needs
buzzer.
that as a buzzer.
So,
Right. First statement. I replaced Julian Palmer in 2017.
I don't trust.
Jesse.
Nico Rosberg. No,
No.
oh piss, wrong one.
2017, Jesse. What is going on with you?
I got the wrong Nico as well. Don't.
He wasn't even in Formula One.
Magdalena.
Nico Hulkenberg.
No.
Oh.
Second statement.
Yeah.
Who the piss
My
is-
first podium was 2019 Brazil.
Oh, okay. I'll
Thiemo.
chance that. Carlos Sainz?
Yes.
Oh. I didn't
That's
realise he
weird.
replaced Palmer. Palmer was in Renault at the time, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Lotus
then
became Renault,
yeah,
though.
Yeah.
He was in Renault.
yeah.
because then Daniel Ricciardo literally like kept hopping into his empty seat, didn't he, kind of, in a way.
That's
And
like
then-
5 years ago.
See? Useless facts.
Yeah.
What was the third fact? I'm intrigued
Third
now.
fact was my first F1 win came this year at the British Grand Prix.
Ah.
Ah,
Should have waited for that one, Jesse. You might have got it then.
Let me
Oh,
repeat you.
savage.
shade.
Okay, so last one. I started my career at Sauber in 2002. Magdalena?
Nick Heidfeld.
Nope. Thiemo?
Gimme
Nope.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
I was gonna go that way as
the
well.
other one, Amy. It's the other one.
The other one.
I can't tell you with my eyes. It doesn't work like that.
Try. Just try.
Mine it. Let's play charades.
Little head tilt.
Second statement.
Please.
Yeah.
I was born in Sao Paulo, Brazil on the 25th of April, 1981.
Ignore it, Amy. It wasn't the other one.
It wasn't the other one.
Did you?
In 1980,
1981.
1981.
Shannon?
Oh,
Was it Massa?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Correct.
I've just double guessed myself because I'm 81, that makes him 40. I thought Massa's older than that. He looks it.
That's what Formula
out.
One does to you.
Cut it out.
Listen to this podcast.
Cut it out.
There's your black belt for the future, Jesse.
The message when all of a sudden just he pops up on my Twitter just going, I do listen to that podcast.
We'll
I
give
was
it a
having
week
nice
and then you'll be
time,
like, I
not
formally
giving any
apologise.
credit, but this is where I draw the line.
What was the last statement?
The last statement was, for a brief second, I won the 2008 World Championship.
Oh,
That's so sad.
Timo Glock got involved in that one, didn't he?
Sad.
It's World Championship.
Oh, that's a different one. Never mind.
There was
I
Especially-
noticed Timo Scheider, I noticed earlier, has the same birthday as me as well, and I'm doubly freaked out now. that there's two of me and it's the same day.
That's a bit freaky.
Yeah, there was an interesting interview with Glock recently on Sky Sports about that race.
With Brundle.
Yeah, about why they decided to not pit and whether at that point in time they knew that what he had done had such wide repercussions. And he was like, didn't really know until a lot later on that we sort of watched it back and realised that not pitting for wets had basically cost one driver and one another driver.
Mm.
The Latifi of his time, eh?
Yeah, Maldonado as well.
Yeah.
Maldonado.
We won't talk about him.
Yeah.
Who was the other one that you were trying to...
I was thinking it was Jensen because it was around the right time for him, and I was thinking Williams or Sauber. I wasn't 100%
How is
sure
he
which
the other one?
Because Kimi and Jensen, same era. In my head, it makes sense.
I mean, there could have been 19 other ones, but
I was going to
that's
say...
the ones.
Yes, but
maybe
it wasn't those other
others.
ones, Shannon. That's the important thing.
When you were saying it, I was like, what, the other Finn? I was like, what? I don't really
Bottas?
understand. What are you trying to...
I don't know.
Yeah, Bottas just got placed in as like a very young boy, and then got taken straight back out again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I would never have got that from, Kimmy and the other one. I'm going to use that now when referring to Jensen Button. Just be like,
And so
Kimmy and the other one.
you'll get it next time. This is practice for later on. Future Amy's going to thank me.
Next time I'm going to revise.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jesse.
Well,
And
next
not
time-
second guess myself when the answer is Spa.
Yeah. There's rain involved. It's just Spa. Like,
I know, but I second guess myself.
next time round as well, I will do questions like, who was Brendon Hartley's best man?
Who was Brendon Hartley?
Who is Brendon Hartley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is he
that's a
from?
good
I
question.
just get flashbacks every time to just Canada, where he just crashes into the side there. I'm like, not again.
Well, didn't he also have that really bad crash going into coming off the Wellington Straight at Silverstone when he was at Toro Rosso as well? I think I'm thinking of Brendon Hartley for that one as well.
It's all a blur at this point with him.
I think around 2016.
Like him and Felipe Nasser, there were a lot of ding-dongs with, because they just kept finding each other and not in a good way.
Yeah, I know he had a big crash at Silverstone. He was also the driver that Charles Leclerc crashed into when he was at Alfa Romeo at Monaco, when he lost
Understandable.
coming out the tunnel.
I feel like I should have got half a point for the Ferrari coming second in that one as well. Just like I was one of the only other people to name a team that was close.
Yeah, but if you want to be particular, you'd lose the point for Damon Hill because you didn't put your hand up.
Shannon, especially my teammate. Jesus.
on track, Amy. On track. You're not on track now.
Yeah. Well, I know now.
Yeah, this is a quiz, everyone for themselves.
So, do we have scores, Ellie-May?
Yes, I think I worked it out correctly. I kept a tally as we went along, but also not sure whether I stuck to the tally. Got a bit distracted.
We here at the Undercut Podcast are nothing but professional.
So
It's okay, we have that influence on people, we know.
Jesse can, at the end, if I am wrong, edit it and be like, this is the actual score. But this is the
I
score
don't pay any attention when I edit these, like actually listen back to it. No, I just wait for like clear bits to sort of chapter it up when I put it on YouTube. I don't listen back to this for another hour again.
Yeah, now you have to.
Yeah, there's an hour, I get to the end of it and I think this is an hour of my life I'm not getting back, and I realise I've got to do it all over again usually.
Is this not your favourite part of life?
No. Not the editing bit, certainly.
Even a hint of hesitation there. It was
Yeah,
just
no.
Yeah,
I would
if you
literally-
want to come and replace Jesse, just say the word.
Yeah.
All right, you don't seem too fussed about it.
It's when I lose the recording and find myself at sort of 2:00 in the morning doing like a Thiemo impersonation, then putting a really bad audio filter over it just so no one suspects that I f***ed up the edit and just the entire thing.
So, in 5th place, Magdalena. I'm sorry you didn't score any points.
Oh, well, I deserve a clap. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank
for
you.
bringing up Hartley at least.
And you're dealing with it really well, Magdalena.
That's okay. Next time,
you're dealing with it really well.
It's been a long day.
The minute we hang up,
to and just hear smashing all over
Yeah.
the place.
I was about to say, the minute this is over, there'll be stuff smashed.
I'm chill. I'm relaxed. Next time.
In fourth is Amy with 2 points.
You deserve a clap too.
Thank you. Thanks.
In third place is Shannon with 4 points.
Well, this is bad because we
Golf
haven't
clap.
let Jeff wins. This
The clap is perfect. Big baby shark.
Just
Put
two
the
men
doors
over
off
to
the way.
Peldy just sitting each other.
With half a point between you.
It's a proper championship.
like
fight,
Abu
Jesse.
Dhabi 2021 all over again.
Oh no.
In second is Jessie with 4.5.
Oh,
The first is Thiemo with 5.
Golf clap.
I'm not going to talk about this at all.
Oh, I'm losing everything else on the podcast. If I'm winning this, I'm going to be very smug about it.
I'll say this is true. He's bottom of the Fantasy F1 League and he's bottom of the predictions tally at the moment as well. So we've got to give him something.
You did it on purpose, didn't you, Jesse? Right?
It was
Yeah.
magnanimous in victory, essentially.
To be fair, I hope for his sake Spa 1998 he got wrong on purpose, because otherwise he needs to look at that.
It's very hot. I'm going to claim medical heat stroke. So yeah. Driving exclusive.
If you want to put some like celebratory music over my bit in a second when you edit later as well, feel free to.
How do we conclude this? I mean,
And on that bombshell,
Yes, I like that. And on that bombshell. Yeah.
and then you're like, which one?
on
yeah.
those collective bombshells, I think Ellie-May can probably agree it's time to finish this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we go off on another Brendon Hartley tangent, Jesse, where can people find you?
People can find me across the internet. Obviously, Jesse on Cars on Instagram and Twitter, and probably also YouTube. Although this might be coming out on our new YouTube channel, so probably also if you're listening to this on audio, finding the YouTube channel this is associated with, just the Undercut podcast on YouTube. And if you support print media, you can go out and find me in Classic Car Weekly. We've got a new issue out tomorrow, but that won't be tomorrow when you listen to this probably, because I won't have edited it by then. But there will be a new issue out on shelves, probably with me driving something old.
Thiemo?
You can find me just about everywhere these days. As Jesse likes to say, I'm a busy boy. So is it Fast, Paddock, Sorority, On the Kerbs, the Nitro RX podcast, Instagram? I'm everywhere.
Girls, can we find you on Team Valkyrie and all your individual?
You can
Yeah.
indeed. We're on Team
Valkyrie
There we
underscore
go.
racing.
Shannon knows it. Yeah, Shannon.
Team
Shannon's on it.
Valkyrie underscore racing on Instagram, on pretty much everywhere.
Yeah,
and
Instagram,
then-
TikTok, Facebook, all the social media things.
Quite literally all of them. We're thinking of starting a Twitter, but we're not sure we can rein in our sarcasm enough for that yet.
Yeah.
Magdalena should be in charge of that for definite.
Yeah.
I'll just vote.
Precisely. And then I think we
I'm
all
in.
have our individual we all have our individual Instagrams and Facebooks as well, which mine is Shannon Tobin underscore racing, keeping it simple.
Yeah, I'm Amy R underscore racing on Instagram.
And I am Magdalena.king6 on Instagram. So much racing.
Why the 6?
My
Five bastards beat it
I've
to it.
never asked you that actually. Why the 6?
because I was born on the 6th.
Oh, okay.
Easy to
All right.
remember.
Okay.
Easy to remember. I'm gonna start our Twitter account now.
Yes.
I'll be like a Ryanair admin.
Savage.
Oh,
Like it.
goodness. Proper savage. I feel like the first tweet should be, just finish the podcast.
Yeah.
Tag the podcast.
At
Twitter
Felipe
Tag-
Massa.
Tag
Yeah.
everyone in it and be like, hi, don't watch it.
Yeah, please don't
Then
watch.
I'm
Facebook
kidding.
status like, just finished the podcast for such and such.
No, on the positive note, you'll get Ryanair as a sponsor for your team. On the other side, you'll have Ryanair as a sponsor for your team.
That's another team we can't contact now. Thank you. Thank you very
Can
much.
you not just phone Michael O'Leary? Is that not something you can do?
Yeah, we'll just phone him. We'll just call him.
Just call
Yeah,
Michael
absolutely.
Well,
According to my mum, completely possible.
I mean, Thiemo's in the right neck of the woods. He could probably just sort of go out and just find him at least.
Yeah, surely. Shannon,
I'll just
you
pop
can
into
tell
the
us.
local pub, and see if he's there.
Everyone in Ireland knows everyone else, right?
Between the two of us, Shannon, with whom we know and this country being the country
Absolutely.
that it is, we probably do know about everyone.
Yeah, no, I'm sure somebody I know has a second cousin who has a daughter who has an aunt who is related to him. So it's fine.
Well,
And
Mary's
that'll be my
different,
best
yes.
friend's second cousin, 3 times removed best friend. So
Exactly.
it works out perfectly.
Just Irish things.
Anyway, you can find me on the Undercut Podcast Instagram page, where at some point I will do the key takeaways. I just
Haven't yet.
got round to them yet. But you can also find us on TikTok, where it's not really recent anymore, but we have been to Formula E and we've got a TikTok based on that. And the guys will probably never let me host a podcast again, as I think this has probably been our most chaotic. But with that, goodbye.